Hi, friends. Welcome back to Playworld, bringing you some more Heroes of the Storm. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas if you celebrate it. I figured I had to get the skin when I saw it. I was like, that's Sylvanas. Gotta buy it. So I figured, in a little bit of a spirit of the holidays, we'll play a pixie evil person, and it should be fun.
Victory for the Forsaken.
Welcome to the battlefield of eternity. Enemy team Tychus, Zagara, Artanis, Diablo, and the Butcher. Friendly team Zagara, Muradin, Zeratul, Diablo, and Sylvanas. Interesting comps. I think we're going to have a little bit of trouble because they're very, very tanky. For Tychus, everybody else can take quite a bit of a licking. So we got to be very careful as we are quite delicate as little Sylvanas. Look at that. It makes me so happy. This is the greatest thing ever. That is also kind of scary. Okay, so the first time we're going to be picking up with the wind, increasing our Withering Fire range. Basically, our Q ability, it's an auto shoots the closest target. Preferring heroes, you have 5 charges. You're basically going to spam it. You can do that while you run. Pretty good source of damage. In fact, your main source of damage when you're sort of mobile in the chase. So we're going to go ahead and increase the range of that by 25%. Making it a little bit easier to shoot without having to be so close range. Our W ability is called Shadow Dagger. Deals damage to a target, and in addition to damage over time, it does spread to nearby enemy targets like a little bit of a plague. Our E ability, Hunting Wave, we send forth a wave of Banshees. They deal damage to anything they hit, and if we press the button again, we can teleport to where those Banshees are. Our trait, very important, Black Arrows, basic attacks and abilities, stun minions, mercenaries, and towers for 1 second, and guess what? It does not have a cap on returns. You can keep doing it over and over and over and over again. It looks like we do lose some friends there on the top lane, a little devastating when I keep an eye on the minimap to make sure we're not getting chased, but if the enemy team does not react in time, this might be bad for them as I'm going to be able to do quite a bit of damage. As you can see there, we're going to throw a W right there on the gate, and that's going to basically hit everything else. Let's go ahead and try to engage there on Butcher and then just teleport back. We don't really want to be too close to him, of course. That charge can stun us, and then we're going to have a really hard time running away. Our 10 is down here as well. Looks like we do pick up at the very least a kill there on Tychus, which is good. I'm going to begin to do a little bit of damage on the Butcher. Remember, I want to keep the minions in between myself and Artanis because that W he does, he's going to switch me around, and then of course I'll get stunned by the Butcher, and this is just a bad time for Sylvanas. We don't want to be taken out too quickly. We want to make sure we stay in lane as long as possible and keep that healing well in reserve because of course we are solo laning versus 2 people, so we want to make sure we have the most sustain possible. 2 kills to 2 so far, and it looks like Zeratul doing a bit of damage. Tychus with almost 5,000 already at the 1 minute 30 mark. They're just letting him free cast, it seems. Tons of damage going out. I'm just going to focus on the minions here for the time being. Another Artanis is right there. Might poke him a little bit just to get a little bit of damage. Of course, we do get switched around. Not a big deal though, as we're going to engage right there and then teleport way back. Can we shoot him one more time? There we go. And then he is going to take quite a bit of a licking. At the very least, get him low enough to where maybe he has to activate that shield. But of course, for now, we're going to go ahead and hit up the healing wheel. Maybe go up top and defend with the friendly team. Come on, crank it. Thank you. It looks like Diablo coming here. This is a good opportunity. If you can get a good attack there, a charge, something. Diablo, it does not look like he wants to do it, though. He was more interested in going down to fight minions. We do not get a kill on Artanis. You should probably go up and defend or attack or do something. Looks like a good engagement. Diablo versus Diablo right there. Tons of damage. He does get overpowered. He is going to charge me. Not a big deal, though, because we're going to be picking up the kill relatively quickly. Throwing out that W right there on the Butcher. Doing a lot of damage. Forcing them back. It looks like Zagara is going to be able to score them out. The next thing we're going to be doing is Venom. Because why not? I really like the Black Arrow duration. I think it's a really good one for minions and whatnot, but this will be fine as well. Let's go ahead and do an engagement right there on Zagara, doing as much damage as we can. Can we get her before she gets away? It looks like she's going to run away. And for now, I'm just going to go ahead and just juke the Butcher, make sure I get out of line of sight, because I don't want to get involved there. Here comes the Envenom right there on the Butcher. He does teleport the other way, charges forward. We do get a little bit of vision, switching our targets here to Zagara. Here goes the W. Oh, can't really land it. And now we're going to take a lot of damage. Can we juke? It does not look like we can as Tychus comes in and finishes us off. We do not get a kill, and of course, Muradin forced to run way back. The enemy team with a good advantage there. And now they begin to do damage to our Immortal, which is a little bit of a problem. Zagara forced way back to Hearth. Back is Zeratul, Muradin on the top lane trying to engage her. The zigzag gets jumped on. Oh, and she touches the hammer in the nick of time, again, managing to get out of the way. We did defend. I don't know why the friendly team is so obsessed with fighting. I was fighting up there because I thought we were trying to get an offensive going, but then they returned to lane, and I was like, wait a minute. The enemy team definitely beating us at the moment, over half HP, which means we need to actually come in here and defend. Not much we can do, though, if we are so far behind. I am going to engage there on Diablo just to get a little bit of damage. Great engagement there on Tychus. We wipe him out. Tons of damage going down, and now the friendly team in complete control here. So we need to do damage. Of course, the guard needs to be pushed back because she's very scary, and this Muradin taking a lot of damage. But we need to stay here and defend. That's the main thing. Let's go ahead and envenom her. We avoid the banelings, and now we're going to get charged away, and this is going to be a death for us. Not much we can do. I'm going to try to juke as best I can, throwing out yet more damage there, and trying to juke people just through vision to make sure I don't get caught out of position, managing to run away in the nick of time. Zeratul jumping in here, doing the correct thing, doing a little bit of damage at the very least to try to soften up the shields. But of course, the enemy team gets that immortal. Forces those back. It looks like we do pick up a kill on the Butcher. Good engagement there. We're going to try to hit up the healing wall and see what's happening. Zagara very low on health as well. Zeratul running away in the nick of time. That Hunter Killer chasing him. He does go back to stealth though. Another friendly team not doing too great as we get completely wiped out. Stats wise, 7 kills to 7. 7 kills to 6. Sorry, the enemy team coming back with a resurgence. 10,000 damage for both Zagaras there. Doing a pretty good job. The main thing for me now is to try to poke this Diablo as aggressively as I can. Because I don't have the range to actually go into that Immortal without getting stunned there. He is now. We can actually focus on him and do as much damage as we can to make sure these towers are not getting pushed back. Luckily, our trait is slowing down the minions, which is slowing down the damage slightly, making this a little bit bearable for an assault. We're going to eat a couple banelings there. We're not paying attention, and we're going to be forced way back. Here comes the next W. That's going to sprout to all the enemy team. It looks like a good engagement right there. Can we Envenom Diablo? It looks like we're not going to be able to, though. So he gets forced way back out of here. I'm just trying to shoot him. It looks like a great jump, and we do pick up the kill there, max range. Here comes the Envenom as well as the W. The Zagara can't really go anywhere else, and we pick up a kill yet again. Triple kill for the front team. Good job. We don't really lose a fort, so that's all alright. It could have been way worse. The next time we're going to be picking up at level 7 is going to be... as we picked up Envenom, so normally I go for Black Arrows Explode Enemy Death. But because we did, let's go ahead and just pick up Remorseless using an ability empowers the next basic attack. I think that's sensible. We're going for a weird sort of just damagey build. And for now, we're going to go ahead and focus right here, trying to lure the Butcher in to a charge. It looks like Zeratul did not understand that he left, so now it should be like, no, I was just kidding, man. I was just joking, bruv. Let's go ahead and just teleport out of here. As you can see, that's going to take a lot of damage. Maybe kills them on the way in. It does not, but it's quite alright as they're very, very soft, and we should be able to clean this up without actually having to run any more risks. The biggest thing now is getting to that level 10 advantage. The Butcher rotating to the top lane, which means I am free to engage really deeply down here on the bottom lane. I do believe all the enemy team is on the top. If the friendly team is careful, they'll be able to get a tower kill here or two and put a little bit of pressure on them, as well as get a little bit more experience lead. You can see there my towers, my damages stop the towers. Here comes Diablo. We're going to do just enough damage to pick up a kill on that tower. Then shoot this once and then get out, because of course Diablo's coming here. At the moment he is going to charge on us. Let's go ahead and throw out that W. Charge the other way, Envenom him, and then just juke for days. We're fine. As the enemy Diablo forced to go back here to deal with us. He knew exactly what was going on. If he left us alone, that would have been devastating for the enemy team. But he does respond in time. We get a tower kill, get a little bit of experience, stay in the game, and now we're going to back up because we have 5 seconds till the next Immortals. 10 kills to 7. We have 28,000 siege damage. Not too bad. 12,000 hero. It looks like Zagara still leading the pack on both parties with 17,000 and almost 19,000 respectively. Damage-wise, we're doing all right. I think the enemy team definitely has quite a bit of a leg up as far as engaging goes. Mostly because the Tyke is free casting a lot, and of course Zagara, giant problem for us. But we should be able to push this a little bit. We need to defend, and I need some tanks to defend. I'm going to try to get that level 10 advantage if we can here, but really a little bit too late. Finally, there we go. Wailing Arrow comes out. That's going to do a lot of damage to the Silence as well. Trying to engage here on Tychus. He's going to take a lot of damage. We do get grenaded on, and we're going to be forced to go back. It looks like we do almost get taken down there. Watching, waiting, and here comes the Silence on both of these guys. Tons of damage going out. Let's go ahead and Envenom right there. Diablo, tons of damage, blowing him up. He's trying to get away too quickly for him. And now we're going to be able to just chase the Butcher, doing the same thing. I am a little bit too adventurous. I'm just going to try to get out, but a great Maw kills me in the nick of time. She does get taken down. The enemy team surrounded here. Zeratul comes back out. This Ortan is likely to go down. They blow him up. And now the friendly team should be able to just go back up there and do as much damage as they need to without worrying too much about anything else. Make sure they actually get the damage going on here. I don't know what Zagara is putting some creep. We need you to DPS, girl. At least, the very least, put the Hunter Killer out first. Because, of course, this is our range against time. We need to hit that 50% mark as quickly as possible to make sure we get good positioning for the next phase. The enemy team coming back out here aggressively. And it looks like Diablo needs a little bit of help. He's getting surrounded by everybody. Gets stunned, gets chained. And the enemy team, the friendly team not reacting in time. We're very, very in a bad position. Going to try to engage there as best we can. Of course, the Lightning Breath comes out. And this is pretty much game. They're going to grab that. We can't really do much else. We lose by a sliver of damage. And we could have just, I mean, it could have either gone up top to help. Or at the very least, they could have come to defend it. But that's quite alright. You know, you lose sometimes, and that's all that matters. Now we got to sort of relocate and see how we get back into this game now that we lose Zeratul as well. This push likely to be very deadly, likely to lose this forward. Put us in the back foot, definitely, as far as this game is concerned. Nobody's been getting mercs so far. It's a little weird. We are going to throw our W. It's going to spray out to the back line and at the very least do some damage. Again, we're going to try to get the majority of our damage right here on this minion. As we're going to go ahead and silence right there the vast majority of them. He goes a Great Envenom into that Maw, and now we're in a lot of trouble graining away from that Butcher as he's trying to blow us up. Throw out yet another W, getting ourselves in a good position and trying to poke from the top. But of course, I really can't do much else because if we engage too thoroughly, we might get taken down. I'm going to wait right here. It looks like Diablo knows what's up, so I'm going to just run away, hit up that healing well, and re-engage here from the top. Maybe a W right there. Now they're really poking them. It looks like I almost get rooted there. Tons of damage going out, trying to focus our Chinese, trying to not to body block Zagara, but of course Diablo grabs her, and that is almost a kill. Oh, this is not looking great, you guys. It looks like our friendly team getting obliterated. Their great stun there by Butcher, and we're trying to poke, but it's really not helping that much. The enemy team trying to come for me. I'm just trying to stay at a distance. And really, I can't get to that Tychus. That's the biggest problem that I have, is that his positioning has been really solid. And I need to get close enough to the front line to attack him. And it looks like he's taking advantage of that to completely blow us up and nullify our actions. The enemy team likely grabbing these mercs, not something we can really help deal with. So I'm going to go ahead and engage right there, do a little bit of damage to Tychus. But again, I can't get too compromised. Maybe get an Envenom right there. Ugh, tons of damage going on. Looks like our Diablo does get taken down. Luckily, he had 100 souls, though. So not a big deal. He'll be back momentarily as we continue to attack and try to poke the enemy team. But they're doing really well. They don't take any casualties. They do the damage. They grab the mercs and they run away. So for now, let me top off and then maybe go re-engage on the top lane. Get engagement on Zagara. Can we have any follow through? Zeratul blinking in and does get the cleave plus a singularity spike to pick up a kill. We now need to try to defend down here in the bottom lane. They're going to get this for free. Unless we react in time. Let's go ahead and open up with a good Wailing Arrow. That's going to basically slow them all down. And now they all have quite a few licks of damage, but we're going to be forced way back out of here as we can't really engage anymore. Level 413, we're going to be picking up Splinter Shot, 2 fires of Q. That was going to allow us to be a little bit more aggressive. Let's go ahead and engage there on the Butcher, at the very least to try to get a kill if we can. Of course, Diablo coming back here in the back line. We're trying to blow him up, but he gets so much healing somehow. Of course, the brand is what happened. And for now, let's go ahead and throw that out there and try to get back. It looks like Diablo is going to get chasing down. Let's go ahead and Envenom the Butcher and try to run away. This is devastating. One of the worst games I've ever been on. We were finally doing 34,000 here in damage, which is the best of the pack, as long as we're the best siege as well. 2 deaths to 3 killing blows and 8 assists, but can't really swing it into position because even though we're doing quite a bit of damage, it's really not mattering. We hit Butcher for a lot of damage, he heals up. We hit Diablo, he walks away or comes back with 100 souls. And of course, we try to get to Tychus, but he's just so powerful. Go ahead and engage right there on a Zagar, trying to do as much damage as we can, blowing her up. I'm not going to chase. It's really not worth my time to sort of divine that? Divinate? I don't know. Whatever it might be. I'm trying to do a little bit of poke damage here. It looks like the friend team wants to go defend. That's exactly what we'll do, but I was waiting for my tanks to get there. 14 seconds to heroic ability. I'm going to try to get in here in the back line. Ooh, that was a little bit scary. Trying to get on Tychus if I can. There goes the damage. Great movement there by Diablo. We pick up the kill. Now the Sultani is very soft. Let's continue to focus him down, do as much damage as we can. And here comes the arrow. Ooh, we silenced him in the nick of time. We're taking a lot of damage, but this Diablo is going to go down as well. Now it's a matter of actually make it up top to Zagara. Here comes the W. Oh, we got to get to her, but of course, can't be too aggressive. Maybe even an Envenom here will be in the nick of time. We do pick up the kill yet again. And now maybe we'll get an Immortal. Maybe we can get back into this game. As it looks like we might be able to beat them to halftime, which is really good because I definitely need to get a little bit of healing. It looks like the Butcher engaging there. Let's go ahead and not get caught. Tons of damage. Here comes the W. He's very low, and we're going to continue to chase. We do pick up the kill on him. Diablo engaging on us. We're trying to juke and get body blocks from our friends in a good sense, and now I'm going to be forced to hearth back. It looks like a friendly team finally making it here to halftime. We're going to be able to back away and get a little bit of health and mana up. 2 members of the enemy team still dead, but they're going to be back up by the time we're fighting again, which is a little bit of a problem. Got to try and make sure we make it back in time. Of course, we have this obnoxious push in the bottom lane. I got to deal with it really quickly. At the very least, just slow them down a little bit so we can actually get a little bit of damage on these guys. I think that should be it. With a double stun, we'll wait till the minions get back up here. And now it's a matter of us actually attacking, defending, or one or the other. It looks like Diablo already engaging here for a good time. We got to keep an eye on where Zagara is. And where Tychus is, of course, the creep, making it very difficult for us to deal with anything. Great engagement there. That Maul's going to block him out of position, but Tychus in the wrong spot. It looks like we can't really get to him. Let's go ahead and kill this a little annoying drill. He's trying to make it out of here. Tychus very low, Zagara very low. We're going to try to run in here. Great engagement. We pick up the kill on Zagara, and we throw the enemy team way back. Defending effectively our Immortal. We should now try to go do some damage. The next time we're going to be picking up is going to be... I think Cold Embrace, making enemies vulnerable. I was thinking maybe Blood for Blood would help since we're getting so destroyed. But I think, you know what? This is fine. Oh, we're going to get stunned. I was scratching my face. All right, no. We're fine. We're fine. That was just MMLG stuff right there. We should be able to grab finally an Immortal. I need to go deal with this because it's still pushing annoyingly, and we definitely can't afford that. These guys are very strong in this map, and they're very difficult to deal with. Let's go ahead and get in a good position. Just like remember, slow them down as best as we can. Just make sure we're wiping out the entire lane, shoving this back thoroughly to give our friendly team a little bit of a fighting chance. The top lane also getting pushed severely. Might have to go deal with that as well, but we definitely want to get a fort out of this at the very least. So I'm going to ignore that and try to go help Zagara. We're in a little bit of an advantageous situation here. I'm actually going to go ahead and throw out that W there on Diablo. He's going to sprint up to the towers, which are going to prevent him from shooting for a split second, long enough for Immortal to get a little bit of damage in. Maybe I'll even silence Cigar there in the back lane just to be a little bit scary. You know, just trying to continue to harass. Great engagement there. I guess we're going for Artanis. That's quite alright. Here comes the Envenom as well. We pick up a double kill in the tanks. Going aggressively behind Cigar. I got to make sure I keep attacking that fort every couple of seconds to make sure it's not shooting any bullets, and at the very least extending the life of our Immortal. Sorry, yeah, our Immortal. I was going to call him a Punisher for some reason. And we got a fort, which is what we wanted. At the very least got a fort. Now we might be able to get a tower back here. Again, same deal, trying to attack the towers. Make sure these things are not fighting. The reason why I'm attacking the one on the left is because the one on the right was already kind of low, so we can afford to do that. Great engagement here. This thing's about to die, though, so we got to be very careful and sort of run away. Full general retreat at the moment. The friendly team now with a 2-level advantage. Well, 1 level. Out of nowhere, I think 27 kills to 19. We're doing alright, 48,000 hero damage. Definitely keeping on top of everything. We're doing pretty well. It's just a matter of not throwing the lead now. And it's going to be a little bit difficult because even though we did get more damage, more kills, and now we finally got a fort, enemy team's in a really good spot. Let's go ahead and engage right there. Kill Zagara. Get a good pick because she was out of position. Oh, excuse me. And now maybe just push down here to the bottom lane, get another fort. That would be huge if we can. As you can see, that we're doing quite a bit of damage. We do break the gates. They're not really going to be able to do anything else. The enemy team flanking here a little bit in a good spot for them. And we're going to try to do our best. That's a great maul. That's one of the greatest mauls in American history. Let's go ahead and envenom this guy. Just try to keep him low and then switch here onto the tank to pick up the kill Diablo. He already had 100 skulls. We're going to take a lot of damage from that burn as we're trying to get out of the way. And Juke looks like we've taken down. However, the enemy Diablo Butcher dies as well. Artan is likely to go down. His shield keeping him up in the nick of time. Great dive in from Murden. Cannot stun him. Picks up the kill. And now this guy gets stunned. Tigers and the front of the team out of nowhere, going from a very, very precarious situation to a 4-for-1 trade. Yeah, it was a 4-for-1. Not bad at all. They do pick up the marks. They should be able to get the bottom marks as well. Maybe even get this fort before we have to deal with the next phase. It looks as Zagara actually just doing that. Precisely going to do a ton of damage. This Shaman guy helps a lot. His guy's little dog's going to eat a lot of damage. Even though the 100 kill is on him, not a big deal though. As we pick up the kill in the fort, pick up the bottom marks, and we hit that precious level 20. For the Twilight Talent, we're going to go for basic attacks chained to enemy minions and mercs. Nah, that's terrible. Bolt of the Storm is a good answer. I think Bolt of the Storm is what we're going to go for. It's going to give us a little bit of mobility, which is something we desperately need in case we get back into those sketchy situations. Great engagement there until Diablo gets stunned. Good body blocks, and the maul, a little devastating. That was a friendly maul for the enemy team. Blocks him back. He's forced to go top, and the friendly team cleans him up. Now yet another little bit of advantage here. We're going to try to go back and kill this guy. This is the correct situation, is to just go back and defend and try to get some damage on the Immortal. Looks like that's what we're going to try to do. So I was going to go there to try to help the friendly team. It looks like they're finally retreating. For now, we're just going to try to get some free damage. Wait for the friendly team to back up. They need to hit up healing wells and whatnot. Those are very low. And then the moment we have a little bit of an advantage, we can go back in. Maybe hit that 50% mark, and then maybe engage yet again. It looks like Artan is already coming here aggressively. He's going to try to go back the other way. Here comes the Wailing Arrow from behind. Tons of damage. We're going to be able to basically punish Zagara really badly. And we're going to teleport away here because we don't really want to take any more. Looks like a bad engagement there. Murden trying to run away. He is taking a lot of damage, though. And for the life of me, we can't really help him out anymore. So for now, we're going to let him go. It looks like the friendly team, all of us, just relocating. I might hit up the healing wall just to be topped off in case it matters. Here comes Diablo and Zagara yet again. Now the enemy team on the top lane. I think we should try to go for the 50% mark. We're very close. And at this point, it doesn't really make too much of a difference, though. Let's go ahead and engage right there. Making sure we don't get stunned. It looks like Territo's going to jump down Zagara. He picks up the kill. I'm mostly focusing on getting damage in this guy, because if he gets the 50% mark, the enemy team's positioning on the top doesn't really matter anymore, as they can't attack anymore. All right, so let's see. We have Zagara down. Diablo just came back. So it's a matter of good positioning. And actually, at race is advantageous to us. We have a lot of damage from Zagara on myself, so might as well try to go up here and pick up a kill. Here comes the Envenom right there on Artanis. He's going to take a lot of damage. He's going to try to deal with us, and we're going to bolt away. Oh, that Void Prism is a little bit devastating. Spamming bolt. Oh, no. Okay, whew. That was almost really bad. I'm going to go ahead and throw my Banshees that way and then just juke him. and then try to wait for my friendly team to engage. It looks like Diablo finally coming in here. It looks like we're unable to pick up a kill, but this Tyke's in a really bad spot. Can we throw out the W? Does not look like we can. Oh, Boiling Banshee's back up, but let me just go ahead and kill this thing before he kills me, because it's doing quite a bit of damage. We might be able to pick up the kill right there on that Butcher if Murden gets a good stun. It looks like he's about to. Great stun right there. Clean up house. And not only do we get the Immortal, we also get the kills to back it up. But now we're going to try to get a keep. I'm going to back up to make sure I have enough health and mana. Murden in a little bit of a pickle there, running a little extensively and being too excited perhaps. But he is managing to get away. 200 kills chasing him aggressively. He took a lot of damage, but of course the trade of his going to put him back at normal health in pretty short order, so we're not really going to worry about that. For now, the main thing is to try to get back there in time before the 30 seconds are up. Great engagement there. The Diablo in a lot of trouble. Great Dwarf Dust jump. Picks up the kill, and Diablo now Murden jumping in the bag. Tons of damage going out. Let's go ahead and just throw that out back there. We're going to silence Agara. Just stop her nonsense and then just wail in. Make sure I hit that fort to make sure that I'm not taking any more damage. Let's go ahead and Venom her. Do as much damage as we can. Force her way back. And of course, now she's going to be trying to heal, but we're going to be able to pick up the majority of the damage and let this guy go towards the core, which is ultimately what we want. Let's go ahead and throw out yet another W on that Cigar. She takes a lot of damage. Diablo with a great engagement. We pick up the kill on her. Now punishing Tychus, trying to get them. Great Maw is going to do a lot of damage. The brand is coming out. Not quick enough, though, to get taken down. Here comes a W. Can we pick up the kill on Tychus? No, we cannot, as he's going to run away. But at this point, it doesn't matter. 20% core health. This guy is going to try to defend, but that is going to be good game. 104,000 siege damage, 65,000 heroes. Sylvanas, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Al. I hope you enjoyed that video, and I will see you all next time.